What's up, ZTR family? Tex. Me and Tex here today. Say hi, Tex. Me and Tex here today. Gonna try and answer some questions. We get a lot of questions in regards to what we feed our dogs and how we feed them, when we feed them, all that good type of stuff. I'm gonna go specifically over the meats today. He love that. But anyway, I'm gonna go specifically over the meats today. And this is not all the meats that I get, but it's the meats that I got this time, and it's the meats that I feed them on a regular basis. Let me show you. So that pretty much is what it takes to feed a good amount of dogs on a this right here probably lasts me about a week and a half unless I stretch it. But it's winter time, so you gotta feed them and put that weight on them. I love feeding my dogs. That's probably one of the best things about this. Not the waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning that you don't see, but feeding them, watching them get healthy and stay healthy, especially bringing a dog back to come from another kennel, and putting that weight on them and having them get his life back inside of them, running and playing and all that type of stuff. But anyway, so focus on that for you. So we'll start off with, like I said, big shout out to Eva for being the eyes in the streets. Chicken quarters. These usually cost me about $5 a bag. Today I was able to get them for $2.25. Yeah. Anyway, I bought every last bag on the shelf. This lady was standing next to me. She gave me that look. Anyway, I wasn't really too concerned about it. I'm happy. So chicken quarters, they love those. I give a whole one to each one of the grown dogs, and then the younger puppies, the ones that 6 months and below, I cut it in half, split it between the two, make the meat stretch. Not all my dogs, I just want to say, not all my dogs like poultry. Chicken, some of them are exquisite and imported, and they don't like anything but the finest beef for whatever reason. Look, got the puppy down here. Yeah. He wants some more. Let me give him a piece. But yeah, not all of them eat poultry. Normally the ones dogs that I brought into the kennel from outside sources don't like poultry for whatever reason. But all mines eat it. So what I started with, so I was giving Diesel, not Diesel, but Dallas, Texas, that's the little puppy. I was giving him these chicken feet. I used to be unsure about these for whatever reason, but it's pretty good meat. They like it. It's cheap. This bag right here was only $2. Sometimes you can get them for $1.50. I usually clean them out. Another one is these chicken gizzards, and these sometimes have hearts in them, which is a good organ meat to get the dogs. Zero, come back over here. It's a good meat to get the dogs. One thing about these, they will not eat them unless it's grinded up. I have to hide them inside of something else in order for them to eat them. This and liver, but the real good bag is to get the liver and the hearts, but this one only has livers in it, and these are only about $1.75, $1.50 a piece. I used to clean those out too. Oatmeal. This is one of the main ingredients right here. Cheap. I don't get the Quaker. I just get the low brand stuff because it's just oatmeal. It all comes from the ground. Put this in there in their food. You can cook it or not cook it, but if you don't cook it, pour water on it. If you do cook it, just about a handful is all you need. It's a good filler for to go around the kibble if you don't give them a whole lot of kibble. I like it because I think it does wonders for their coat, and also, yeah, I'm not sponsoring this, by the way. Let me turn it around. It does wonders for the coat, and it's real good for the digestive system. So that's a good one to get. I usually get about 3 or 4 of these each time I go to the grocery store. If I hadn't mentioned the chicken backs, yeah, I don't know what kind of human eats chicken backs, but they're in the grocery store. No humans. But I get them for my dogs. They love them. Zero and the bigger dogs eat one of these per meal once a day. I feed them 2 to 3 times a day sometimes. Just depends. I like to keep my dogs at a certain look. That's how I base how much I give my dogs. That's how I want them to look. Some people like their dogs extremely skinny. Some people like their dogs extremely fat. I like my dogs the way I like my dogs. But, so moving on. Another thing that I get for them is pork. Yeah, baby, we eat pork over here. If he didn't want you to have pork, it wouldn't have been on the ark, right? But anyway, we eat pork. This is extremely cheap too. It's a real cheap meat, but it's a good meat for them. Everything in moderation though. The way I get it is I buy a Boston butt and take it to the butcher, have the butcher grind it up. This is all in the same grocery store. I'm not leaving the grocery store to go to a butcher to grind it up. So all the same grocery store. Give it to the butcher, grinds it up, turns it into a hamburger, gives me my bones back. I take my bones home, give them to the larger dogs. They eat it, they love it. It's something to do for them during the day. It keeps them from eating on your house. Trust me, I know. So yeah, that's one thing too. And if I'm not getting pork, I get hamburger. You can get any kind of hamburger. I usually get my hamburger in the 15-pound tubes out the hood stove, about this long. And it's the 90% fat. Sometimes it's 80% fat. It's just whatever it is. Everything in moderation. You don't have to be real sedity and specific with this. Just it's meat. Just anything you eat. Take care of your dogs. Let me get off my pedestal. Let me see. Oh yeah. So what else we got in here? Steaks. Yeah. No, that ain't for the dogs. That's for me. What else do I got? So we covered pretty much everything. Yeah. Oh, eggs. Man, my grandma been giving this to dogs since I don't know when. But anyway, my grandma told me this when I was a little boy. She told me some other stuff I ain't gonna tell y'all. But this right here is pretty good for you. I think everybody knows about eggs. But if you buy it in the larger quantities, it's a little bit cheaper. This whole thing cost me $4 when the 12 packs or whatever, how many come in the carton, is usually about $1.50, $1.75. So that's a win for me. And that's pretty much it, y'all. I think I got some other stuff I can tell y'all about, but I'm not going to tell you because I don't like criticism. Well, I can care less, but you know. So, got any questions, hit me up. If I don't get back to you on time, I will get back to you. ztrrottweilers.